Hi, Steve here with my somewhat weekly diet update. Okay, body fat is 22%. I'm up to 248. I think that's from hitting the gym too much. Yeah, so I weigh a little bit more. My body fat is still 22, but I've been hitting the gym really hard lately, which is making it hard to spend time to play video games and do stuff on my free time, which is kind of why I haven't been making videos lately. I was going to the gym for a half hour after work, and then coming home and trying to play video games until I fall asleep. Now I've upped it to an hour, half hour of cardio and a half hour of weights, like solid half hour of weights. I don't give it a rest. So I've been hitting that really hard with a workout partner. So I get home and I'm too sleepy to play games. So then on Saturday when I usually make these videos, I'm usually catching up on video games or watching movies on my free time. So sorry for the lack of updates for those who care. Yeah, I weigh a little bit more, but I feel way better than usual. I have way more energy, way more bounce in my step from hitting the weights, a lot more aggression, a lot more competition. Anyway, but I feel a lot better and I feel like I'm looking a lot better. My wife is angry because a lot of the women at work are starting to notice. It's okay, I'm happily married. And I have not been sticking to my 2,000 calories a day diet. I've been eating a lot, otherwise I wouldn't have energy for the gym. I'm burning a lot of calories at the gym though. Yeah, just feel a lot better in general. I've been doing all kinds of, I've been working a couple of muscle groups a night at the gym. Just getting stuff done over there. I'm kind of back in the mode where I don't mind going to the gym. For a few years, it was just a struggle going to the gym and I was dragging my feet. I think it kind of helps having a workout partner, just someone to go there, even if we're not always doing the same exercises, just to have a workout partner. Kind of gives you motivation because they start to show progress and then you start to show progress. Anyway. And I go at 2 at night, so it's not like I have to wait for any machines. I can just jump from one to the next, jump from one bench to the next, or squats or whatever I'm doing. And there's maybe only 2 or 3 other people in this huge gym, so I can get through a lot of good exercise in a half hour. Anyway, enough of that. I was on a roll with the video game pickups. I haven't had a lot of time to play games, but I have been picking up a lot and I've been flipping a lot. I keep telling myself I'm not going to buy more games because I already have a huge backlog that I'm never going to get to. I've been trying to finish Final Fantasy X for about a month now, maybe longer. I still haven't finished it. That's the only game I've been working on. I have been playing some Street Fighter online a little bit, but I just keep buying these games. I'm making a lot of money. I'm actually making a lot of hustle money that I can spend on other games so my wife doesn't get mad. Oh, and then this black Xbox 360 I picked up that didn't work, and I wanted to fix it. I ended up taking it apart, and it was dirty. Like, it looked like it had been outside for years. There were dust bunnies and dirt inside of this. It was so dirty. I took it all apart and cleaned it out, and I wiped off the disc reader, the little lens, and I put it back together, and now it works. But I'm locked out with the parental lockout, and it doesn't have a hard drive. So I can't play any mature rated games on it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I thought about selling it on OfferUp, but then when I realized you couldn't play any games, I wanted to straighten that out before I sold it. I was thinking I could sell it with a controller and the hookups for like 20 bucks or something. But anyway, that came in that little lot with the Nintendo Wii and all the games I got for $20 a few weeks back. And I didn't have a sensor bar for that Wii. It was going to be a present for my sister's birthday, which is in August actually. I got the stuff early. So I got that Wii for my sister, but it didn't have the sensor bar. But my buddy Mike, who you probably know as Radarcannon, his YouTube channel is Radarcannon, he sent me this, I guess he saw the video and saw that I didn't have one, and he said, I have an extra one, and he sent it to me. So I have a sensor bar for my sister's Wii now. So I'm probably in that Wii for my sister, like $10 for everything. And a bunch of games. Yeah, I got her Mario Kart, Wii Sports, Wii Play, Super Monkey Ball. And then I got a few more packages from other friends. One of them was from my other buddy Corey from Maine. His YouTube channel is Maine-ly Gaming. Check out him and Radarcannon. Forgot to mention. I'll try to remember to put links down below. But Maine-ly Gaming sent me this Final Fantasy Anthology collector's pack. He knows I've been playing the Final Fantasies a lot lately, and I guess Final Fantasy V is one of his favorite games, and he gave this to me. So I'm going to try to play Final Fantasy V. I was planning on playing Final Fantasy 2. I think it was 4 in Japan, or 6, which was 3 here. But anyway, I might play 5 because he says it's so good. He gave me this nice sealed copy too. I almost don't want to tear it open. So I did some hustling. I found some cheap Xbox 360 at the thrift store of all places, and I flipped that and I made some money. And I was going to use that to buy Street Fighter, to pre-order Street Fighter Collector's Edition, 30th anniversary. So I flipped some stuff and I made some money to go to GameStop to pre-order Street Fighter Collection, so I would get that bonus Ultra Street Fighter 4 download code. So when I went in there, I put the money down, and I happened to see behind the counter Little Mr. NES Classic, and I thought they started re-releasing him again, but it was before they had done that. And it was $60 used, but they just tested it and everything. I said, "Is that an NES Mini?" She goes, "Yeah, we just tested it." So I said, "I'll just spend my hustle money on this." So I have an NES Mini now. I've really wanted one of these bad, even though I already have the SNES one, and I have a Retro Pi, the Retro Bro Pi I have. That's mainly what I do all my old school gaming on in the living room. But I really wanted to have this just as a collector's item. And I really do like the controllers on these these official Nintendo setups. But I was really jazzed to get that, so I have both of them now. And I got it with my hustling money, so then I didn't have any money for that Street Fighter V. So anyway, I went to the thrift store to get more flip money to get the Street Fighter 30th anniversary to pay it off. I pre-ordered it a couple days before it came out, so that gave me a couple days to make some money to pick that up. So I went back to the thrift store. I found some Wii games. I think it was a Barbie game and a Wii Party, and they took a lot of credit for those at GameStop. So I got those and a couple other games at the thrift store for they were like $1 a piece. I took them to GameStop, got about the $30 I needed for Street Fighter. So took that back and took that and traded it in. I had the money to get Street Fighter. There it is, Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. I love this game. Was playing it online. It was kind of buggy the first couple nights, but I did have some fun playing this online with some friends. Yeah, I played through a lot of the arcade modes. Still can't even get past the third guy in Street Fighter 1. Yeah, but I'll always spend $30 on Street Fighter 2. I can't get enough of this. And now you can play them online for the first time, as far as I remember. So as I was picking up those thrift store games, I ended up finding other stuff I was going to keep for myself. I don't think they go for much at GameStop anyway. I found a Call of Duty 2, the big red one, for 99 cents, and it's still sealed for GameCube. So that was 99 cents. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or trade it. The Sims Busting Out for GameCube, 99 cents. I'm sure that's worth more than that, and it's sealed. Harry Potter, The Prisoner of Azkaban for PlayStation. I think I spent $2 on that because I heard Harry Potter games are sought after, but it doesn't look like GameStop takes any PS2 games. So I'll probably end up just trading that or giving it to someone. This Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets was $1 at the thrift store, so I got that. And then a wee play I got. So my tire blew out on the way to work, and I pulled off the road. It happened to be across the street from a thrift store. I had a little small tire iron, but I couldn't get the lug nuts off. I didn't have enough leverage. Even though I've been working out at the gym a lot, I didn't have the strength of that little tiny tire iron to turn those lug wrenches, to turn the lug bolts. So anyway, I ran across the street to that thrift store to get a big pipe, and I did find a big pipe. It was I bought it for $1 from them to put on the lug wrench so I'd have leverage. But anyway, it was $1, but I didn't have any cash on me, and they don't sell anything if you're not making a $5 or more purchase. So I ended up looking around there, and I ended up calling in and getting a vacation day at work because I was going to be late. So I ended up fixing my car, and I went home and hung out with my family the rest of the day. It was pretty nice. Anyway, so when I was in there, I got the pipe to fix, to take my lug nuts off. And then I saw Bill Walsh college football in there for Sega Genesis. So I'll just get that. It was $1. Anytime I see a Sega Genesis game, I'll get it. And then in the wire box, I found these PlayStation 2 AV cables. So I got those for $1. And then and then I found George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead on VHS with this cool cover. And that's one of my favorite movies, so I go, what the heck, I'll just get this stupid VHS tape. I think the other one I got was another copy of Goldfinger on VHS. And then yet another package from a friend, my good buddy Dave from So Jiggly, also known as Segalicious. He's been streaming the heck out of this game, and actually Corey from Maine-ly Gaming has too. I think Segalicious got him into it. So I've been watching a lot of streams of this 2 Human, and I've been admiring it, and Dave was nice enough to send me this from So Jiggly. So I'm definitely going to play this. I think I might start this after I beat Final Fantasy X. This looks more like an action role-playing game, like hack and slash role-playing, kind of dungeon crawler game. This looks really neat. It's like a Norse mythology themed, but it has like a futuristic look to it too. It's really neat looking for Xbox 360. It looks really good. These Xbox 360 games really hold up. That's why I really like the last gen. I'm still not really totally on board with the new gen. I'm still happy with the old gen. Half the stuff that comes out on the new gen is just like remastered or HDs of the last couple gens anyway, so I don't know why I spent $400 on that PS4. So I found another copy of Black for PlayStation 2 this time for $1. I think I said this before, I actually like the way the PlayStation version looks. Of course everything runs better and looks sharper on Xbox, but something about this, it's kind of grainy looking, and it looks kind of, I don't know, something about it looks more realistic, like it's not as sharp. It's kind of blurry and grainy, so it kind of makes it look more realistic to me. I don't know if it was just the TV I was playing it on, but I really like the way Black looks on PlayStation 2. Got the Dark Kingdom for $1 on PS3. I thought it might be worth something at GameStop, but not really. Not enough to trade it in. I think I'll just keep it for my collection. I got Uncharted 2 for $1.95. So now I have all the Uncharted games. I've only played through 1, and then I found 3, and now I found 2, so I have all of them now. So I'll be able to play through the second 2 now. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, was $1.50 at the Goodwill. So I had to get that. This Manhunt was $1. I didn't have it on PlayStation 1. Secret Weapons Over Normandy was $1, so I got it. I already have this on Xbox, but what the heck. Van Helsing I got for $1. This looks really cool. I didn't even really mind that movie. A lot of people were hating on this Hugh Jackman movie. I kind of liked how it had like the theme of the old monster movies, all Universal monster movies. And then the game is supposed to be good. I forgot who was talking about this the other day. So there was a video talking about this game's not that bad. So for $1, thought I'd get it. And then for 50 cents, The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, a role-playing game. I never got this back in the day because I was kind of angry that they moved from hack and slash to role-playing, a turn-based role-playing, which I didn't like at the time. But I'm into role-playing games now, turn-based. I kind of have more patience for them now. So I got that for 50 cents. Couldn't pass that up. Third Age. And then Tekken 5, which is a game I really wanted. I got that for $4. And it's nice and clean. It has the manual and everything. I had to double check with Aaron from, also known as Cyberneticslayer. He's all into the Tekken games. I'll put a link down below. He has really good videos and it streams a lot. I had to ask him if this is the one that had the first 3 Tekkens on the disc, and it does. So I had to pick this up. Tekken 5 and then Tekken 1, 2, and 3 are on the disc. I got all that for $4. I don't know much about this Death Jr. on PSP. It says it's a limited edition. It comes in this chintzy paper sleeve, and it was 50 cents. Oh no, 95 cents. So I thought it might be worth something. I don't know if I'll play it. I don't really play my PSP anymore now that I have my Vita. And then Me and My Cat Tamari. I think that's the garbage ball that rolls over everything. Oh, I found another copy of Jak and Daxter for 50 cents. I already had it, but the new one had the manual and everything. My wife likes this game. So now I have an extra Jak and Daxter for PlayStation. Italian Racing for 50 cents. I can't pass up any games for 50 cents. These racing games all look really good. Even the ones that are a couple decades old. What do we got here? Killzone 3 for $1. Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence for Xbox, 50 cents. Hooray. And then Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring on Xbox for 95 cents. I've been wanting that one. Now I have all 3 of them on Xbox. I have Two Towers and Return of the King, which were the EA ones. This one's a different company. This is the official game based on the literary works of J.R.R. Tolkien. So for Father's Day, my wife let me order this for my Vita, and I'm so happy to finally have this game. I've always wanted this game on Vita so I could have it on the go to play wherever I want to play in the corner of the room and not take up the TV with a scary game and frighten my children. So I've been waiting for this, to get this Biohazard 2 Revelations on Vita. And I have it now. I ordered it from Japan. It was $31 shipped, which I thought was pretty good. Once you put it in, it's all in English. Subtitle English, everything's in English, so it's all good. I haven't played it yet, but I can't wait to play this. This is one of the few Resident Evil games I've never played through. And it's got Claire and Barry in there from the old Resident Evil games. I'm jazzed to have that. GameStop had the 4 for $10. It comes out to like $9.74, I think. But I got some more Xbox games. I kind of want to get these games now while they're cheap, because I might regret it later on when a bunch of people are hyping them up how great they are and I won't have the money to afford them. But I got some Xbox 360 games, Sleeping Dogs, Halo 3, so I have all the Halos up to 3 now, and Mercenaries 2. Got Resistance 3 for 95 cents. I'm not hearing too many great things about this. I don't even know why I picked it up. Sometimes I just get crazy buying stuff when it's under $1. More GameStop pickups. I picked up another copy of Vanquish. I have it on PS3, but I was going to give this to my buddy Dave. I've been hyping it up. I hope he likes it. I'm going to give this to Sega-lacious. It's a Sega game. It's really, really good, like cover cover shooter, kind of like Gears of War. Sci-fi, really action-packed game. It's not two-player. I think that's the only thing Gears of War has on this. Directed by Shinji Mikami, probably my favorite creator, developer. Man, this game is really, really good. I played it for my backlog challenge a few months ago. Okay, Eternal Sonata, I threw that in the package. I hear everyone hyping that up now. I'm kind of getting into role-playing games. I don't know about that. Oh, Evil Within I got for Xbox 360. So I got 4 games for under $20 at this one, and this was one of them, Evil Within. So now I have 3 copies of that. I kind of want to test them all out and see the differences between them. I really love this game. Usually if there's a game I really like, I'll buy it for multiple systems and play it through on all of them. I've done that with Resident Evil 4 and 5 and the Fallout games. Kind of waste my time. I could be playing other stuff, but I just get stuck on the same games I like over and over. And then Phantasy Star Universe. I think it was CatsGamesWhatever. Joel had played this for his backlog blitz, and it kind of sounded interesting to me because I like Final Fantasy. Did I say Final Fantasy? Phantasy Star, because I like Phantasy Star 2 on the Genesis a lot. Even though it's really tedious and not much goes on, I just kind of like the challenge of it. So I kind of want to try this now. I think, from what I remember, CatsGamesWhatever saying you don't need to play it online. There's a story mode. So I have that now. If this is even the same one he's talking about, he might have had Phantasy Star Universe 2 or something. I'm not sure. Oh, I had to pick this up. It was $2. It's a nice boxed copy of SOCOM US Navy SEALs, and it has the headset in there. It's really clean, like it's never been used. Only thing I see is the headphones, the foam is starting to get old, so the bottom of the case is littered with that stuff. So I don't know if this is worth anything or not. I thought for $1.50, $1.95 I would get it. Maybe I could trade it or sell it, flip it. I already have this. I think Tight White gave it to me. I already have it without the headset, the greatest hit version or whatever. So I stopped by the discount store where we get like little groceries and snacks. It's a really cheap place. It's like a warehouse building. It's usually just food we get there, like little snacks for the kids, like canned foods. It's dirt cheap. I went in there and they had video games, and they had 2 of these things. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 special edition. There were 2 of these in there for $30. I hit up Alex, DatGameCollector, and he said, get this right now. I think it would be something I'd like. I don't have a Switch, but I think if I ever do get one, I will like this. This is really expensive to buy it online. I got it for $30. It's brand new. It must have fallen off of a truck or something, because it's kind of wrinkled down here. But yeah, I got that for $30. So I put this on OfferUp for $80. So I don't know if anyone's gonna hit me up on it. If not, I might just keep it until I finally get a Switch. I figure I'm just gonna trade it or sell it though. So I'm hoping to get my money back on this. If not, it'll be a good investment for my Switch if I ever get one of those. And then speaking of DatGameCollector, Alex is another good internet buddy of mine, a text buddy. He sent me a package of games, and he didn't really have to do it. He just kept saying, I'm going to send you some games, I'm going to send you some games, just as a friend. I said, you don't have to do that, but he sent me some really nice games, which is awesome. Thanks again, Alex. And thanks to all you guys, Alex, Corey, Dave, and Mike. Been getting a lot of goodies in the mail. I've been doing a lot of little exchanges lately. It's been fun. But anyway, Alex sent me all of these really cool games. I didn't have, one of them I had, but I'll get to that in a minute. Quake 4. This is one of the launch games for 360. I remember my brother had it. It looks really neat, but I never got around to playing it, so I have Quake 4 now. Check it out. Simpsons versus the Space Mutants, or Bart versus the Space Mutants on NES. This is the first NES game I've acquired in years, so it's cool to get a new... I hear this is really hard, though. I don't know if I could do this game, but that's cool to have another NES game. I have to add that up there to my collection. Red Faction Armageddon for PS3, which looks really cool. I didn't have it. And then another PS3 game, Force Unleashed 2. My wife and I have both been wanting to play these. Look at this nice steel book with the Dark Father on there. And then this man, I forget his name, his little disciple. And then Afro Samurai that looks really cool. Looks like an adventure hack and slash game. There's a really nice copy too. It has a nice little sleeve on there. Whoa, and then this really nice steelbook, Perfect Dark Zero. I really like Perfect Dark Zero. Dang, this is a nice steel book. Whoa, look at that. Limited collector's edition, and it has a bonus DVD in there. Really nice. It has a nice little plastic sleeve. Yeah, I like Perfect Dark Zero a lot. That's the first game I played on 360. A lot of people weren't impressed with it back then, but going from Xbox to 360, this being the first game, it was pretty darn good. Yeah, so I have that. So I have an extra regular copy of this. If anyone wants, hit me up. I have my old copy of Perfect Dark Zero that I got when I first got my Xbox 360. My Xbox 360 is the only console I ever got the day it came out. I think it was when I finally had a good job and I could afford to buy a console. So I pre-ordered that and got it right when it came out. Then at the Goodwill for $1, I found this Guinness Book of World Records 2014. It has some interesting stuff in here. I thought my wife would like it. I might give this away or trade it. I don't know what it's worth, but I had to get that for $1. 28 weeks later, DVD. I lent this to a friend a long time ago and I never got it back, so now I have 28 weeks later again. Oh, you know what? I did get it already. Crap. I already replaced it. So if anyone wants that, let me know. Okay, and then I had to get this. I had to give this a home for $1, Back to the Future. I just got the trilogy collection. Where is it?
I can sell my body parts and organs to science, you know, and it works out really good. You know, I can get all kinds of money to buy games. And my organs and my body parts, they just grow right back, like Deadpool. So basically, guys, I've been doing this for years. I've been selling my body parts and organs for medical experiments. It helps out science, and it helps increase my game collection. You know, and basically, there aren't a lot of side effects to this. I've been doing it for a long time. I encourage you to do it too. If you're immortal and you have regenerative powers like I do. You know, I recently just cut out my pancreas, and it's taken a little bit longer to grow back. So that's why I've been drinking a lot of Coke Zero. Another thing you can do if you're mortal, like I am, is you can drain your blood and sell it to buy a video game. You know, sometimes I make so much money from my body parts and my organs, is I just straight up donate my blood. Because it always comes back. I'm immortal. I have regenerative powers. And you know, even if you're not immortal and you don't mind, you can donate some of your organs. Some of them you don't need. You could sell them and buy video games.
Anyway, I don't know what it is. My wife probably put it somewhere, but I got this Back to the Future DVD. It has 2 discs with bonus features for $1. I had to get this. I had another copy of this I gave to a kid at work that had never seen Back to the Future. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is the closest thing to a perfect movie, I think. So I have a copy of that now. I wanted to give that a home. I might give this away to someone who's never seen Back to the Future. And then NBA Live 2050 cents. Okay, and then today was driving around. I happened to come upon a yard sale. I saw a bunch of they look like DVDs underneath the table in the shade. So I go, I wonder if they're games or DVDs. So I pulled over. The lady said she put them down in the shade to keep them cool. And they happened to be Xbox game, the original Xbox games. And I asked her how much she wanted for them. She said $1 a piece, so I got 10 of them. So I got these 10 cool original Xbox games for $10. True Crime, New York City. That's one I've wanted, and I finally have that. Sudeki. I'm not really sure about this. I think it might be a hack and slash adventure type deal. Maybe a role-playing game. Anyway, I have that now. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, which I've never played. I actually play it all the time. I'm just kidding, I never played it. I would like to, though. I actually got that joke from CM Retro. Tron 2.0 Killer App. This is one I did once, so I got that for $1. These are all clean with the book, and the discs are nice. NBA Street Volume 3 and NBA Street Volume 2. Another copy of Driver 3. I already have that. Another copy of Sega GT and Jet Set Radio Future. So this is a double for me. And Tao Fing Fist of the Lotus. This is another double for me. And then Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. So got all these turkeys for $10. So happy about that. I might be able to make some money on them. If not, there's stuff I wanted to have that I can play someday when I retire, when my kids leave the house. Anyway, that's it for today. Sorry I made it so long. I just wanted to catch up on lost time. I'll see you next week, hopefully with my diet update. Bye!